Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to kind of go over something that I picked up that I've showed off before as one of my latest pickups in a whatnot auction, and I got this figure here. He is an Action Man, more modern Action Man figure. I picked him up, but he came in a bag and he was fully dressed, and I kind of started taking him apart because he's covered in mold. But here he is right there. I am going to show you right here, but I'm going to kind of clean him up a little bit and then show him off. So let's get started. Okay, we're back here. Let's go ahead, and what I've done here is I've got some warm water in this container here, and I've got a mixture of white vinegar with warm water to try and kill the mold and see if it will do it. I don't want it to harm the colored clothing, but I'm going to start soaking this stuff in there and see if it'll kill. Look at all the mold on this thing here. You can see it. It's pretty bad. And if not, I'll have to get some like OxyClean detergent or something to get it all off. But I'm going to try and get these boots off of him so I can take the trousers off, because the trousers have it on there too. And get this belt off of him. And yeah, these pants really are bad. I just need to get these boots off of him. But they just don't want to seem to come off. So, but I'm also wearing gloves, and I'm going to soak this in for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes to kind of see if it'll kill the mold. And then I'll soak it in some either Dawn or Tide free and clear detergent. Maybe I'll use the antibacterial one to kind of get it going here. But yeah, the boots and stuff like that, the plastics, I'll give it a good washing with Dawn. But either way, I'm struggling to get the trousers off of this guy here. Let me see what I can do. Okay, I got the pants off of him, and I'm gonna put this stuff in there and let it soak for about 30 minutes. I'll set a timer for about 30-45 minutes, and then we'll go from there. Hang tight. See if this white vinegar will kill the mold spores that are in there, and then I'll give this guy a bath over here, and we'll go from there. Okay, I've got him all cleaned up, and here's his head sculpt on this guy here. Let's take a look at him. He is Action Man right there. Alright, it says Hasbro Pawtucket, right? But he is Action Man because you can see the logo right there. And here's his body. You know, you can see how bigger and bulkier he is, but it does have articulation. You know, it does articulate more than some of the bulkier Joe figures. He's got really big hands, and you can see the legs, right? The feet are real small, but this is, right, blue pants. There he is. Head, let's see his, he's got some kind of movement on his head. But let me show you an even more, another Action Man, Modern Action Man. Just take a look at his head sculpt. And just take a look at this guy here. Right? He's got the same style body, right, as him, right? You can see the arms are a lot bigger. And just take a look at their hands, right? And, right, but let me show you, this is a dynamic physique Action Man, Parachute Action Man. Let's take a look at the body here. Just a quick tip, guys, if those of you that have these dynamic physique figures and if the legs are real loose and wobbly, I've seen this before online, but just get yourself some O-rings. Put them in there like this. And just take a look at that. Problem solved, right? He works fine now, but just take a look at the difference in the figures, right? Look at his arm size. Look at that. He's just a lot bigger figure, right? Bulkier. Head sculpt. And this guy here, right? All right. Let me suit him up. And before we suit him up, let me show you. I took all the mold stains off of this guy here, but it did discolor it a little bit. I had to soak it in a water and a bleach solution to kind of get all the mold that was on it. And got most of it off, but this was already there on these pants. These don't look like they're that came with this figure. So here is the scarf or the neckerchief here, and then this is the jacket. You can see he's got a little bit here, but it's been killed. There's no more mold on this thing here, and a little bit back here in the back. It just stained. It won't come off. I've tried everything. Oxidol. I've tried OxyClean, soaking it in OxyClean. I soaked this for almost 2 days in a solution of bleach and water, so it's killed all, and I scrubbed off all the excess mold that was in it. It had a lot more. But if you guys have any tips, let me know in the comments. You think I can get these out? But they just look like there's some horrible stains. It just got stained really bad. But there it is. I don't know. I thought maybe it might be 21st century, but usually 21st century would say it here. It just says made in China. So I'm going to suit him up and see how he looks. He's got some nice shoulder decorations on him, but let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Here he is, standing right next to the Action Man Parachute Regiment figure that I have. This is a vintage figure here, and you can see the similarities in the uniform. Of course, this is all Action Man stuff. This is a more modern Action Man, and I don't know, the uniform. I don't think the modern version of Action Man made a Parachute Regiment figure, but he still looks pretty cool compared to, that way you can see how they're going to display. They're going to display very nicely to each other. I'll get some weapons on them and get them all situated. But let me know in the comments, what do you think of this guy here? He'll display very well with my vintage Parachute Regiment Action Man figure. They're a little different, but still, you know, this is a little lighter, and this is the darker camo. But all in all, they look pretty cool together. That's all I have for this video. My look at this auction piece that I picked up from Whatnot. I got them relatively inexpensive. I think I paid less than $10 for them. So, you know, I think I got a good deal. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you know what uniform set that is, let me know in the comments. That way I know who it came with. But I'm going to display him like this with my other Action Man figures. I'm glad to have gotten him. And I think all in all, he looks cool. And I've got, little by little, I'm building up my more modern Action Man figures. You can see this is a more modern version of the Action Man right there. But I think he's going to look rather cool. Again, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do so. It's free and it doesn't cost anything, and it'll help the channel to continue to grow. And if you would like, please turn on notifications. This will alert you every time that I drop a video. If you enjoy this type of content, 1/6 scale, and I do other scales as well, but this is my main collection here. I do collect vintage G.I. Joe, Action Man, Falcon, Guyper Man, you name it. I collect it. So again, thank you so much for watching. So let's add to the action with Action Joe Figs.